Dragon Quest Heroes, The World Tree's Woes and the Blight Below is a pretty long name, but something about this game just makes you want to smile. Whether it's the over-the-top voice acting,
Our monster friends have gone quite mad.
the goofy-looking enemies, or simply its colourful, constant chaos. Whatever the reason, this game certainly has a feel-good factor about it. It's a combination of a hack and slash and an RPG, taking inspiration from the warrior games like Dynasty Warriors or Samurai Warriors. You take on literally thousands of enemies across small battlefields whilst trying to complete some kind of objective like defend someone or protect something. You get to chain together massive combos which build up to unleash powerful moves known as coup de grace.
This ends right now. Giga Slash!
And at the touch of the button, you can switch between your party of 4 to play as whichever character best suits the situation, or if you simply fancy a change. It all begins in a world where monsters and humans get along. That is, until one day some dark magic was cast, causing the monsters to flip out and start attacking people. The quest is then on to try and find the cause of this event, as well as protect all of the major cities, and build up a team of ragtag heroes to try and save the day. So let's talk a bit about a few of these different heroes then. At the start, you could choose to play as either the male or female main character, but whoever you chose, the other would stick around, mainly though to just constantly bicker about strategy.
Listen carefully. I will circle around to the rear of the castle and assess the situation. You, meanwhile, will approach from the
You
front.
want to follow some long-winded plan? Thanks, but no thanks.
Then you have the king who can't stop laughing for some reason. A character who is basically Link from the Zelda games, only he's called Terry. A Scottish scientist who creates some crazy inventions like a flying castle. And of course, let's not forget the whip-wielding Jessica, who probably wouldn't be quite so revealing if this was a Western RPG designed for 12-year-olds and up.
Oops, did I overdo it a little?
Then there's one of the strangest characters I've ever seen in a video game, or more accurately heard in a video game.
Okay, are you two ready? Let's go over the basics of fighting, just to be sure.
Yeah, Helix the squidgy jellyfish thing, who would often just be floating around in the background in his own little world. In fact, every enemy in the game, whether they provide a threat or not, looked strangely cute. You can't get scared of a face like that, regardless of whether it's trying to kill you or not. My biggest complaint about Dragon Quest Heroes is that the menus are often a little too slow to navigate. For example, say in a shop a powerful new shield is unlocked that you want to buy 2 of for 2 different characters. Well, you got to purchase them one at a time and read through the same dialogue box after each transaction. Plus you then have to go through the same routine in order to sell your old stuff. And I don't know about you, but I'm the type of player who tries to do every side mission in a game. But here, it takes way longer than it needs to, simply because each time you accept a new quest, the game insists on playing you this little jingle. And then another little jingle when you want to hand the quest in. That's annoying, especially when you've got 4 or 5 of these to hand in at once. So onto the difficulty in the game, which eventually does ramp up, but mainly only in the side quests. You can get pretty far in the story by just mashing buttons, however you're going to need a bit more strategy than that if you want to see everything that the game has to offer. You need to start learning specific character moves to help build up combos, increase your tension, which is the little pink bar in the corner, and then when it's at full, unleash your powerful coup de grace move, hopefully at just the right time for maximum effectiveness. While the RPG elements are pretty light here, it does help to make sure that you're always equipping the best stuff available, and of course keeping on top of your skill trees. The game does a great job of always adding new features, like for example the zoom mechanic, which helps you get around a map quickly. Or special levers that close off gates, forcing the enemy to take a longer route. It's things like this, as well as learning which enemies were best to target first, that really provide the challenge here. One mechanic that I do find really cool is the monster medals, which are items that are dropped by defeated enemies, and can then be used to spawn in a clone of that enemy, only this time as an ally. You have a limited number of monster medal space, with different monsters taking up a different amount of room. But by placing a monster in a key location, you can basically hold off that area without actually needing to be there yourself. So there's kind of like a tower defense element to the game. Oh, and you gotta love the names of some of these monsters. Dragon Quest Heroes is pretty long, with a ton of stuff opening up once you complete the main story. Plus leveling up slows right down at around level 40, so it will take a long time to fully max out a character, let alone all of them. I put in around 25 hours before completing the main campaign, but as I said before, I did do a lot of the side quests along the way. The Dragon Quest series is something that I'm not too familiar with, so fans of it will probably get a lot more out of Heroes than I do, with some favourite characters making their return, even if it's not in a traditional turn-based game. But still, it has a certain charm and a certain addictive simplicity that makes it a fun game to play, so I recommend it. Check it out. But now, time to end the lightheartedness because things are about to get a bit more sinister. October is nearly upon us, which can only mean one thing.
It's time for A's Gaming Moments. Gaming Horathon!
If you enjoyed my review for Dragon Quest Heroes, The Trees and Blight and something, then click here for some more video game reviews, and as always, thanks for watching.